Hey there. I guess I got it working out. MisterE here. I wanted to touch base with you. It's been a while since I did a video. Anyway, I'm going to talk about triggers today. Favorite subject. When you know, when you see you get, hey, quit digging holes, Chewbacca. Come here. Come on. He's my best buddy. He's my best buddy, a big old wolfhound Chewbacca. Anyway, he plays a little rough sometimes, but he keeps me in shape. And anyway, I got triggered today. I was test driving the Volt. It has something wrong with it. I'm trying to figure it out. And dude, those electric cars, I got something to say about that. Like, these new cars have all these electronics in them, and they just, when they start going bad, fuck, it's a nightmare. You don't know what to think, and except I think I've wired it down. The ECU needs to be reprogrammed. I can't do that, so I'm gonna have to take it somewhere. So I just test driving it to see if it would drive far enough to make it up to the States, so I could get it reprogrammed and see how it does after that. Because I think all the other little problems it's coming up with are stemming from the programming of the ECU. But anyway, I was doing like 60. I was just cruising 60, 65. And I was on the highway, Mexico 1, and some freaking cop pulls me over, says I was speeding, doing 128 kilometers an hour. That's like 80 miles an hour. Hey, you're tripping. And he wouldn't speak any English, and I don't know a whole bunch of Spanish, so I couldn't understand what he says, but I didn't agree to anything. Like, no, I'm not agreeing to anything because I don't no entiendo. Anyway, he started yelling at me and shit, and he did understand English when I called him a fucking asshole. But he didn't understand that. Anyway, I got $50 and the thing went away. So they're just extorting you. I told him I wanted to go down to the station, but I couldn't really understand what he was saying. So better safe than sorry. I guess I just cough up $50. That's some dishonest shit, you know. I was only doing 60, 65. I had a cruise control set on. The freaking semi trucks were passing me up. I didn't want to drive too fast. That car, you know, who knows if it starts shutting down on me, you know, I gotta do something fast. Anyway, once you see these triggers coming up, you know you're moving into something big. And it's also a sign of what you need to still let go. And needless to say, I've had enough. I've had plenty of run-ins with officers of the law. God bless them. Um, it's too bad they're all kind of dishonest now. Not all of them, but Chewbacca, come on, man. Listen. Anyway, Chewbacca likes to play rough. See, he likes to go get it. That's how he dealt with that. But he'll be back in about 30 seconds. Anyway. So, you know, it's just a few little triggers today. You just got to keep your frequency up. Hey. Settle down. He's my best buddy. Oh, he's my best buddy. Chewbacca's my best buddy, yeah. See, he's all wet. We went down the beach and he's just sopping wet. He just jumps right in. He even lays down in it. So, I don't know. He's a really good watchdog. Nobody will cross this fence line because Chewbacca here will have at him. So he's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. And then the other thing I noticed is this chemtrails. I've never seen them down here before, but you know, are they really necessary? Do we have to have chemtrails? Down in Ensenada, it was nice. It was really hot down there today, but up here where I live, it's like the sea's coming in and all these clouds are coming in. It looks like it might even rain. So it's really nice here. I like it nice and cool. So, well, I guess we're lucky because it's really hot down there. And I went down there to try to find that mechanic shop I went to before. see if they could reprogram it, but hell, I can't find it. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Everything looks the same. So, you know, it is what it is. We got out and drove around a bit today, but I really don't like going to big cities. I don't really. There's too much density there. There's too much chatter. I can read everybody's thoughts, and it doesn't suit well with me sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is. But notice when you have those triggers, it could be something you have to release. Could be a looping program. Could be a trap. Could be a consciousness trap. Could be a mind maze. Could be all sorts of things. Mirrors. You just have to be aware. There's everything that happens out there is a sign of, like, what we call the second attention. It's showing you something that you've got to take care of. It wouldn't be showing up in your field. It's showing up in your field because there's something you got to take care of. So, Baxter, hey. And when another dog walks by, he just goes ape shit nuts. So I have to raise the freaking wall up because he's jumping it, and that's not really that good, you know, for the neighborhood. So anyway, love the dog, but he can't be jumping the freaking wall. Hey, Chewbacca. Chewie. Oh, he's not paying attention to me right now. There's another dog walking by. Is there somebody walking by, huh? All right. Well, I thought I'd touch base with you. Those triggers, just be aware. It's all about awareness, and don't pay too much attention to them because they'll trap you in that. It's a consciousness trap. You get trapped in that mind looping programming that goes on with the ego. We call him the programmer. It just keeps programming you, and it's all about fear. This place is based in, you know, that dimension is based in fear. 3D and 4D, it's all about fear. You got to get out of that fear. That's the first natural enemy of man, of knowledge, is fear. And it's cunning. It'll sneak up on you at every turn. And the goal is to vanquish our fear, and then you'll come upon the second natural enemy. But we'll talk more about that later. I just wanted to touch base with you today, see how good the boy is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He really is a good boy. Even though he's sopping wet, I'm going to have to wash my clothes after this. Oh well. He's a good boy. Anyway, that's my video for the day. Hope you're all doing great. Leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe. And I'll get some juicy information here as soon as I get my shit together. But oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk to you. You remember that movie? What was it? A Gift from the Gods or something? I can't remember what it was. It was about 30 years ago. And a Coke bottle like this, except it was the big one, fell out of the sky in like Africa or something, and they picked it up. This is kind of what I signified this Coke bottle that I found as reminded me of that movie. And you know, they found it. Oh, this is really useful. They can grind some wheat with it, and they can use it as a tool to hammer things. And they used it for all sorts of things. It was so useful. Then finally, they started fighting over it. They found out you can use it as a weapon too. And he hurt his brother. And finally, the end of the story, he just went back and climbed the tallest mountain he could find and threw it into the clouds. And we don't want this anymore. So you got to be careful, because sometimes, you know, whatever's going on here with this government, they always come up with some kind of problem and then some kind of solution, and then sometimes maybe we don't want that solution. You gotta be aware of what's going on. The world is not what it appears to be. I know that for sure. So, love you guys. Peace. Have a great one.